on a dental work. My thoughts I keep confidential. It's consequential. Philosophies unidentical. I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin. That's how I stick to him. These diamond B's, all BBs. I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge. Stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins. I need a 10. Stay muddy to the lid. 800. Eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From the 29, Kelly. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
Rondale Moore, the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 45 on second down, Kelly gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey, and he's brought down 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. In motion, the tight end. A play fake. Now Kelly. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Kelly to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Guyton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
On first down, it's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
From the gun, Kelly. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Kelly. And that's complete to McCaffrey. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, 39 yards. And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. First down, they go right back to Pierce. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. .51 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, so free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And so far, in terms of putting points on the scoreboard, it's been defense 2, offense nothing. But they'll have a chance to put together a first scoring drive this go-around. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. First and 10, it's Pierce. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Fields. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to go up top again. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now throwing on 3rd down there but he cannot connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Play action, it's Kelly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Kelly. Caught by Allen. Room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On first and 10, Kelly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Fields now to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Down to about the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On first down, it's Kelly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas from 17 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, 57 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, we may be looking at the scoreboard. Even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want ball.
Now a first down throw. Kelly. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
To throw is Kelly. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Second and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Here's Kelly. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Kelly to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Kelly. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Kelly. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Christian Harris. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. On first down, Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw here into the hands of Moore. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. To Pierce, they set up the screen. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumbles. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Again, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Fields. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And he's got his man on the out route. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1. A play fake. Now Kelly. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Donald Parham. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not where they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game.
He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Well, part